Chapter 7. Living an Idealist Life. Mindfulness through an idealist lens. Idealism isn't just a philosophy to ponder, it's a way of living, a lens that can transform how you experience the world every day. One of the most powerful ways to embody idealism is through mindfulness, a practice that aligns perfectly with the idea that reality is a mental creation. In the materialist view, mindfulness is often seen as a tool to manage stress or improve focus, a way to quiet the brain's chatter and anchor yourself in the present moment. But idealism takes mindfulness deeper, turning it into a practice of recognizing the mental nature of reality itself. If the world is a manifestation of consciousness, as idealism suggests, then every moment, every experience, is an opportunity to connect with the universal mind, to see the world as a living expression of thought and perception. Imagine starting your day with a mindful walk in a park. The sun is just rising, casting a golden glow over the grass, the air cool against your skin. You hear the crunch of leaves under your feet, the distant chirp of birds, the rustle of branches in the breeze. In a materialist mindset, you might focus on these sensations as physical events, sound waves, light particles, nerve signals in your brain. But through an idealist lens, you see them differently. The golden light isn't just photons hitting your retina, it's a perception in your consciousness, a moment of beauty woven by the universal mind. The sound of the birds isn't just vibrations in the air, it's a melody within the same consciousness that holds your thoughts, a shared experience in the cosmic dream. This shift in perspective turns mindfulness into a sacred act, a way to connect with the deeper reality that idealism reveals. Let's try a simple mindfulness practice right now, one that embodies this idealist approach. Pause for a moment, wherever you are, and take a deep breath. Feel the air moving in through your nose, filling your lungs, then flowing out as you exhale. Now, look around you. Notice the colors, the shapes, the textures of your surroundings. Maybe you see a blue sky through a window, a soft blanket on your lap, the glow of a lamp in the corner. Instead of seeing these as physical objects, see them as perceptions in your consciousness. The blue of the sky isn't out there, it's a sensation in your mind, a part of the universal consciousness you're experiencing. The softness of the blanket isn't a physical texture, it's a feeling within the same mind that holds your thoughts, your emotions, your breath. Let yourself feel the unity of this moment, knowing that everything you perceive is part of the same consciousness, a shared dream you're living in. This idealist approach to mindfulness can deepen your sense of presence and wonder. When you see the world as a mental creation, every experience becomes an opportunity to connect with the universal mind. A cup of coffee isn't just a physical drink, it's a perception of warmth, bitterness, comfort, all woven by consciousness. A conversation with a friend isn't just sound waves and brain activity, it's a shared moment in the universal dream, a dance of thoughts and emotions within the same mind. This perspective can make even the most ordinary moments feel sacred, reminding you that you're part of something vast and infinite. It also fosters a sense of gratitude, as you recognize that every experience, every perception, is a gift of consciousness, a thread in the tapestry of the universal mind. Mindfulness through an idealist lens also helps you navigate challenges with greater ease. When you're stressed, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the physical world, bills to pay, deadlines to meet, conflicts to resolve. But idealism reminds you that these challenges are perceptions in your consciousness, shaped by how you see them. By practicing mindfulness, you can shift your perception, seeing a stressful situation not as a fixed, external problem, but as a mental experience you can approach with curiosity and compassion. This doesn't make the challenge disappear, but it changes how you experience it, giving you a sense of agency and peace. As we explore this chapter, we'll see how this mindful approach can ripple into every aspect of your life, helping you live more fully in the reality idealism reveals. Relationships and unity. Idealism's vision of a unified consciousness can also transform how you relate to others, fostering deeper, more compassionate relationships. If we're all part of the same universal mind, as idealism suggests, then the boundaries between me and you are less rigid than they seem. Picture a crowded street, people rushing past, each with their own thoughts, their own stories. In a materialist view, they're separate entities, distinct bodies, distinct brains, distinct minds. But idealism sees them differently. They're expressions of the same consciousness, waves on the same ocean, threads in the same tapestry. The person who cuts you off in traffic, the friend who listens to your troubles, the stranger who smiles at you, they're all part of the same mind, just wearing different forms. This perspective can shift how you interact with others, turning every relationship into an opportunity to connect with the universal consciousness. Let's reflect on what this means in practice. Imagine you're having a disagreement with a loved one, maybe your partner forgot an important date, and you're feeling hurt, frustrated, unheard. In the heat of the moment, it's easy to see them as separate, as the source of your pain, their actions a wall between you. But idealism invites you to pause and shift your perspective. Close your eyes for a moment and picture the ocean of consciousness we've been exploring. See yourself as a wave, your emotions rising and falling, your hurt a ripple on the surface. Now see your partner as another wave, their own emotions, perhaps guilt, stress, distraction shaping their form. Beneath the surface, you're both part of the same ocean, the same universal mind, connected in a way that transcends your individual waves. This shift in perspective can change how you approach the disagreement. Instead of focusing on the separation you're hurt, the mistake, you focus on the connection, the shared consciousness that holds you both. You might still feel hurt, but you also feel a sense of compassion, knowing that their actions come from their own wave of experience, shaped by the same mind that shapes yours. You approach the conversation with a desire to understand, to listen, to find common ground, rather than to blame or defend. This doesn't mean ignoring your feelings or avoiding conflict. It means holding those feelings within a larger context, a context of unity that fosters empathy and connection. You might say, "I felt hurt when you forgot our date. Can we talk about what happened?" Instead of lashing out, creating a space for healing rather than division. This idealist approach can deepen all your relationships, not just the challenging ones. Imagine sitting with a friend, sharing a quiet moment over coffee. The warmth of the cup in your hands, the sound of their laughter, the stories you exchange. These aren't just physical events. They're shared perceptions in the universal consciousness, moments of connection within the same mind. When you see your friend as part of that mind, you feel a deeper appreciation for their presence, a sense of gratitude for the way their wave dances with yours. This perspective can make your interactions more meaningful, more present, as you recognize that every relationship is a reflection of the unity that idealism reveals. Let's take this further with a personal reflection. I once had a falling out with a close friend, a misunderstanding that left us both hurt and distant. For months, I saw her as the source of my pain, her actions a betrayal I couldn't forgive. But as I began exploring idealism, I tried seeing her through this lens of unity. I imagined us as waves on the same ocean, our hurt and anger just ripples on the surface, our deeper connection unchanged. When we finally talked, I approached the conversation with this mindset, focusing on our shared humanity rather than our differences. It wasn't easy, but it allowed us to rebuild our friendship, to find a new depth in our relationship that we hadn't had before. Idealism's vision of unity can transform how you relate to others, turning every interaction into an opportunity to connect with the universal mind, to live with greater compassion, understanding, and love. Creativity and purpose. Idealism can also ignite your creativity and sense of purpose, offering a new way to approach your passions and life's meaning. In a materialist worldview, creativity is often seen as a product of the brain, a mix of neural activity, memory, and problem solving that produces art, music, or ideas. Purpose, too, is often tied to physical goals, career success, financial stability, social status. But idealism reframes both, suggesting that creativity and purpose are expressions of the universal consciousness, ways of tapping into the cosmic mind that connects us all. If reality is a mental creation, then creating, whether it's painting a picture, writing a story, or solving a problem, is an act of participating in that creation, a way of channeling the universal mind through your individual experience. Imagine you're an artist, standing before a blank canvas, a brush in your hand. The materialist view might focus on the physical act, your brain firing, your hand moving, the paint mixing on the palette. But idealism invites you to see it differently. As you paint, you're not just creating a physical object, you're expressing a perception, a moment of consciousness that's part of the universal mind. The colors you choose, the shapes you form, the emotions you pour into the canvas, their vibrations in the cosmic consciousness, ripples that touch the whole. This perspective can make creativity feel sacred, a way of connecting with something greater, of bringing the universal mind into form. It can also free you from self-doubt, reminding you that your creativity isn't limited to your individual brain, it's a collaboration with the infinite. This idealist approach can also deepen your sense of purpose. In a materialist world, purpose often feels external, something you have to find out there in achievements or recognition. But idealism suggests that purpose is internal, a reflection of your connection to the universal consciousness. If you're part of a cosmic mind, then your life has meaning simply by existing, by being a unique expression of that mind. Your purpose isn't to achieve something physical, it's to live fully as a wave on the ocean, to experience, create, and connect in ways that resonate with the whole. This can be incredibly liberating, especially in moments of doubt or uncertainty. You don't have to find your purpose. You already have it in every moment you live consciously, in every act of creativity, love, or presence. Let's reflect on how this played out in my own life. I used to struggle with writing, feeling like my words had to be perfect, like I had to prove my worth through my work. But when I started seeing creativity through an idealist lens, something shifted. I began to see my writing as a way of connecting with the universal mind, a way of expressing the consciousness that flows through me. This made the process feel lighter, more joyful. I wasn't just writing for myself. I was participating in a larger act of creation, one that transcended my individual limits. Idealism can do the same for you, turning creativity and purpose into acts of connection, ways of living in harmony with the universal consciousness that shapes reality. Original meditation. The creative flow. Let's bring this idealist approach to life with a guided meditation I've created. The creative flow. This meditation will help you tap into the universal consciousness for creativity and purpose, perfect for an audiobook narration with its immersive, sensory details. Find a quiet space where you can sit comfortably, free from distractions. If you're listening to this as an audiobook, you might want to pause after each step to fully immerse yourself. Let's begin. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, letting your body relax with each exhale. Feel the air moving in through your nose, filling your chest, then flowing out, carrying away any tension. Notice the weight of your body against the chair or floor, the way it feels supported, grounded. Let your shoulders soften, your jaw loosen, your hands rest gently in your lap. With each breath, feel yourself sinking into a state of calm, your mind becoming quiet, like a still pond reflecting the sky. Now, imagine you're standing in a vast, open field, the grass a vibrant green, stretching endlessly in every direction. Above you, the sky is a deep, endless blue, dotted with wisps of white clouds. You feel a gentle breeze on your skin, carrying the scent of wildflowers, the warmth of the sun on your face. In the distance, you see a shimmering river, its surface sparkling with light, flowing steadily through the field. This river is the universal consciousness, a stream of infinite creativity and purpose that connects all things, and you're here to join its flow. Walk toward the river, feeling the grass beneath your feet, the breeze in your hair, the sun's warmth on your skin. As you reach the river's edge, notice how its waters glow with every color: blues, golds, reds, greens, shifting and blending like a living rainbow. This is the creative energy of the universal mind, the source of all inspiration, all purpose, all creation. Step into the river, feeling the cool water against your feet, then your legs, as you wade deeper. The water is gentle, supportive, lifting you slightly as you let yourself float, carried by its flow. As you float, feel the river's energy moving through you, filling you with a sense of creativity and purpose. Ideas, images, emotions, they rise within you like bubbles, each one a gift from the universal consciousness. Maybe you see a painting you want to create, a story you want to write, a problem you know how to solve. Maybe you feel a sense of purpose, a knowing that your life is part of something greater, a wave in the cosmic flow. Let these insights come without judgment, trusting that they're part of the universal mind, flowing through you as you flow through it. Stay in this creative flow for a few moments, feeling the river's energy, the connection to all things. When you're ready, gently step out of the river, feeling the grass beneath your feet again, the sun on your skin. Take a deep breath, carrying this sense of creativity and purpose with you as you open your eyes. This meditation can be a powerful tool whenever you need inspiration or clarity, a reminder that your creativity and purpose are part of the universal consciousness, a flow you can always return to.